So next week, JJ and myself are going to be playing our first ever Hearthstone tournament against each other. Like a little bit of a testing tournament, see how good we are.
I still think that the term tournament doesn't really apply here, but whatever.
I believe a tournament just requires 2 participants. Does it require more? I don't think it does. Anyway, today we're going to show off the decks with both. Okay, we're not going to do this just like a regular tournament, like the World Championship. We're going to do it a little bit differently. Both of us are going to bring 5 decks, and there's no banning. You need a win with every single deck, right?
Yes.
So you need 5 wins. You can order them. So what order we're going to play them, that's what we present today. We're starting with JJ's, and you need to win with all of your decks to win the tournament. So JJ, what is your order? What's your first deck?
So, first of all, I didn't have the dust to craft 5 full decks, so this is gonna be some bullshit towards the end. But first of all, this deck I really like. It's the Big Priest.
Right, we haven't, by the way, we haven't seen each other's decks yet.
This one, the odd one out here is the fact that I'm running an Archivist.
Okay.
That's totally unusual for this deck.
Yeah, especially because there's neither Free from Amber nor Mind Control in there.
Yes, but there is the Eternal Servitude, there's Shadow Essence, there's the Spellstone.
Yes.
There is Master Spell and Holy Nova are never really bad, they just might be wasted.
Yeah.
The one bad thing that can really happen is Shadow Word Death one of my own minions.
It's true.
It's rather unlikely, and I just like having it in there because I don't have Viscera right now.
Okay.
And I didn't just want to put a Sleepy Dragon or something like that.
Yeah, I would have thought like Sleepy Dragon or Dragon Hatcher or something. But then again, there's no other dragons.
So this is... It's an odd choice. The other stuff is pretty basic. I'm missing...
Okay.
the Psychic Screams.
Yes.
I don't have the dust to craft them. I do have the Twilight's Call, which is also kind of an unusual one, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Once 2 Obsidian statues have died, it basically guarantees you to get 2 1/1 Obsidian statues.
Yeah.
Which can somewhat clear the board, and can give you some health back.
That's true.
And of course our taunts, so that kind of works out.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's really nice with Anti-Magic Shell.
Yeah. Which you can get from the Lich King.
Exactly.
But that's your only death rattles.
Exactly, so it's guaranteed that it's Obsidian statues.
Right. But that also means that if the Barns or the Shadow Essence... Do you have the Shadow Essence?
Yes.
If those were to pull not on the Obsidian statue, like a Lich King...
That means that the Twilight's Call on that point is not that good.
Yeah. Even though it would be pretty good to resurrect a Lich King on turn 4.
Yeah, but I can still do it on turn 4 with the Eternal Servitude.
That's what I was saying, yeah. So yeah, it works. Definitely works. Looks like a pretty strong deck.
I'm also running, because I'm missing some of the cards, I'm running Inner Fire, which works really well with the Obsidian statue.
Yeah.
So, the next one you've already seen, and I haven't changed it at all.
Okay.
It's the Control Mage.
It's a Control Mage. This is also, we know that those 2 are pretty good decks so far. So that one I kind of know. We're going to exchange deck codes, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, so right after this, because we need to prepare. Got a few days of time to play this tournament. Alright, this one... I still need to figure out really how to play against this, because like right now I can't tell anymore like what deck I'm gonna play this against, because I only know what deck is playing a Big Priest.
Yeah.
Because the deck Big Priest is playing one, and I know my first deck, but this one I'm not sure. It depends on who wins the next game, so I definitely need to prepare for that. There's only one Flame Strike. Is that normal?
Apparently. Third deck.
One change that you could have made, just like expecting me to play stuff, you could have probably removed the Galactic Crawler.
Well, fair.
No, I'm probably not going to play Pirates, but
yeah,
why not have it in there anyway?
So my third deck actually is already the Midrange Hunter.
Okay.
Which we know is decent, but not great.
Yeah. There's also Crawler.
I believe the last time we played this was also this exact same deck.
That's very much possible. Court of Creepers, there's no Rexar.
Remember when we played it, we actually edited the deck.
Yeah. Right, we put the Cobalt Scalebanes. And
this is, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same version.
Right, okay.
I don't think I've done anything with it.
You could have put Hydros instead of Scalebanes, knowing that I don't have Dragonfire Potion. But, I mean, they still lost your attack.
Yeah, so, you know.
If we ever got to a Hunter vs. Hunter matchup, I'd be quite happy with that because of the build of Beast.
Yeah, I think
I'm good on that.
Again, dust is limited.
Right.
And here's where we get into the
last 2
not so competitive decks.
Let me see.
Evolve Shaman.
The Evolve Shaman, alright. Is that just the regular one?
This is the regular one. I believe this also, I think we've also played this specific incarnation.
Alright.
The second Unstable Evolve, I believe, is... No, actually we haven't. The second Unstable Evolve is new because I pulled that recently.
So you got 2 of them now.
There's some other cards that I switched out. I don't remember the exact details. I think I have The second Feral Spirit is new.
Right.
I removed the Drukhari dude because
Yeah.
he's horrible to evolve.
Sure.
And Feral Spirit stalls almost as much.
I mean, the Evolve Shaman, you don't see it that much anymore, but it's still dangerous.
Yeah, so
Like, get a full board and evolve.
this is why I hope to win with my first few decks, because then I get a few tries with Evolve Shaman.
Exactly.
And optimally, I'm going 4-0 because this last deck is gonna need some good RNG to work.
They're gonna be awful. Please be the discard Warlock.
It's a Discolock.
Dude, you're just surrendering the tournament like that? Really? Is that what you do?
There's been some slight changes to the Discolock, but
Alright.
too severe. It's still a Discolock.
Okay, so what did you change?
I replaced the Sacrificial Pact with a Dark Pact.
Alright.
I added Cataclysm.
Right. Is the Renounced Darkness new?
I added Defiled. Renounced Darkness is not new. It's always been in there.
Sense Demons too?
Sense Demons has always been there,
Okay.
yeah. Basically, if I can get Renounce on the first round, I probably will do it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the one way this deck can win.
Okay, fair.
Either
I
that
can see
or
that.
some really lucky discards with the Silver Golems.
Yes. And then get the Portal out.
Yeah.
Nice and easy and early and often, yeah.
I don't expect to do well with this.
So you're basically saying you need to get a good lead
because
in order to win.
The rules were, if I remember correctly, one deck per class.
One deck per class.
Which means I was kind of limited in my choice of last deck.
Okay.
And because I didn't have, at the time when I built the decks, I had like 50 dust laying around. I couldn't build any decks with that, so I just was like, what do I have that could run? I wasn't really feeling too well about the Kingsbane Rogue.
Alright.
So I ended up being like, oh yeah, I have played this deck a few times, let's just somewhat optimize it and just hope to God that I can get a few tries with it and win once.
You just said you didn't feel well with the Kingsbane Rogue.
Yeah.
Guess what's my very first deck? So we're on my account now, and as you can see, there's exactly 5 decks.
Are they already in order?
Because I keep stuff clean. They're not in exact order because I didn't want to delete them and then recreate them in order.
Yeah, fair.
But the Kingsbane Rogue is actually the first one, so you can look at that if you want to. I got a Doomsayer in there for some reason, if I was thinking you might play aggro first.
Yeah.
So I put a Doomsayer. I put a Phantom Knives instead of the Shiv.
I generally prefer to play control over aggro, so I mean you saw that.
Yeah, of course, true. So I was kind of trying to make this work against everything. Phantom Knife's not gonna be too great against the big priest, I guess.
So what I'm seeing here as the most dangerous thing is Cold Light Sap.
Yeah.
Because that can just take out stuff.
Yeah, that can
Vanish,
take stuff out.
generally, if I Barnes, use Sap.
Yeah.
That means I don't have anything to resurrect. Except Barnes when he dies.
Yeah. Or you need to play it again. Which might take you until turn 8 or
exactly.
something like that.
So
or you need the Shadow Essence too.
Yeah, I do run double Shadow Essence.
Yeah, you got several options.
But this...
You could also pull a Yashiraj.
Yeah, in which case I would
There
have
would be 2 of them, so yeah.
But yeah, that's the biggest danger here, that I'm just not going to be able to resurrect anything.
I'm definitely going to be looking for Doomsayer on turn 3. Basically just to avoid the coin out Barnes.
I mean, if I have Eternal Servitude, I'm probably still going to cut him out anyways.
Alright. Well, yeah, you can do that. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Next one is actually going to be the Midrange Hunter. So that's going to go against, well, possibly your Mage. Maybe not, we'll see.
I mean, this is definitely a better Midrange Hunter.
I made some changes, there's a lot of cards in there that are only appear once, because I wanted to just be prepared for everything. So I got 1 Hungry Crab, 1 Galaka Crawler, 1 Tracking, there's 1 Hydra and 1 Scalebane.
He was expecting the Murlocs.
Yeah, I was expecting everything. I was actually expecting you to run a Murloc Paladin. So, I put 1 of each.
Yeah, so I actually built a Murloc Paladin.
Alright.
I think I pulled a deck from the internet. I imported it. I had like 50 dust laying around. 0 Call to Arms.
Yeah.
And a few other cards were missing. I was just like...
Right. The Call to Arms.
I can't.
It's expensive, right.
It's like, I can't build this deck with the dust that I have. Which is why I ended up using the one that I already
So this
had.
would kind of be pretty good against all aggro things. Gotta put the Buy removal with the Murloc removal. Most of this the Rex are obviously in there.
Yeah.
I put a Spellbreaker too. Might help me if I need to face your Big Priest again.
Yeah, I mean, Spellbreaker isn't too bad.
I try to put Spellbreaker in as many decks as possible. Because I don't want to be The guy who loses because it doesn't have a spell breaker.
Yeah.
So that's my mid-range hunter.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Cubelock. You know that one.
Yeah.
You know that one. I didn't make many changes. The O card is no longer in there. I put a 1 manipulator, 1 spell breaker.
I see Rin.
Yeah, Rin is a stable. Rin has I have had Rin in there for the longest time. Music reference now.
You did at some point remover.
Yeah, because it doesn't work with the skull.
Yeah.
But it's just one more out. Like, what do I get first, skull or Rin? And that's where I'm going. So if I get Rin first, I'm going for the Azari as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And if I get skull first, I got skull.
I had a matchup where someone pulled off the Azari somewhat early, and it was just
It's tough when it happens. It's tough.
I could not win because I only had like 4 cards on my hand or something. I was like,
Twisting Nether is obviously in there, expecting like a Dragon Caller or something. So that's going to be a counter for that. Or when the Spellstone hits, assuming that I still need to play a big priest with this. Okay, Dragon Priest. Dragon Priest. Remember how like a few months ago you was trying to build a Dragon Priest for me and noticed that I have next to no dragons in my... So I scrapped up all the dragons that I got, crafted some to make it somewhat work. It's still not... Like, it's still not an amazing...
I mean, it has the double operative, the double Duskbreaker, which is pretty good.
I wasn't gonna be bothered to do the Karazhan thing for the Nether Spite Historian.
You are missing the dragon that has the Twilight Defender, whatever it's called, the one that has taunt, 3/6 taunt.
3/6 taunt?
I think it's 2/6 plus 1 attack if you have dragon in your hand or some shit like that.
Okay.
It seems like it basically looks like you replace it with a Tar Creeper. That's what the deck looks like. You have the Dragon Soul. That's
Dragon Soul. That was kind of a bold decision. That only takes effect in like 10% of games. Yeah, but honestly,
Lyra Dragon Soul is a good combo.
That's a good combination. Yeah, that can make some stuff happen.
For that you need to equip the Dragon Soul, then play Lyra, and get multiple spells on the same turn.
It's gonna be tough.
Silence, Inner Fire, those are cheap spells. Potion of Madness, Power Word Shield.
Yeah. So there is some cheap spells if I can accumulate some of them.
Elemental makes it even easier.
Get the Lyra down, maybe an Elemental. I could probably make use of the weapon. I did. What did I use? What did I run?
Stormwind Knight is odd. I'm just gonna say that the one Stormwind Knight in there.
That was to replace. So basically, my hope with I'm ruling some of my tactics right now, but the hope of Stormwind Knight is like on turn 10, Stormwind Knight double Divine Spirit Inner Fire is 20 damage charge, right?
Oh yeah.
It's not a good combination. I understand that, right? But it's like the last straw type of thing, or if I need to desperately take something out. So that's why that's in there.
This deck could also make use of an Ysera.
Yes, yeah, I definitely could. I totally could have put his Ysera. I decided to put Primordial Drake.
Or if you want to go for like the OTK type thing, you could have used Extraza to the turn.
I don't have it.
Yep, I'm just saying.
But Ysera is definitely a good idea. Yeah, I see that. And the Aggro Paladin will be the closer. So you basically know that. I think I made one change. I removed one Cold Light Seer for a second Knife Juggler. Like, this is also kind of my weakest deck. I kind of had the same philosophy with you there. I feel like if it comes down to this versus this card, I feel like I could win. But I want to give myself as many chances with the Murlocs as possible.
I feel like this versus this card is really just an RNG game at this point.
Possible, yeah.
If you're not drawing Call to Arms and I'm drawing well,
get the portal
and discounting well,
yeah,
I can easily win.
True.
If you're drawing Call of Arms, I basically lose.
Call to Arms, like, get some Murlocs down, War Leader. Corridor Cheapers, of course, in there. Would have been better if they were still 5/5s. We can't play each other with these decks before the tournament starts because that would be stupid. But now we got some ideas and we're going to exchange the codes. And the tournament is going to be released next week, is that correct?
Yes.
Because
if all goes well, it'll be released over the next week. Yeah. I assume we're going to just do those on a daily basis till we're done. Right?
Probably. Like one match.
Like start on Tuesday.
Match by match, yeah. We're not going to cut them too much either, do match by match. We're going to comment over it in post, I think.
Yeah.
So we can play them in peace, and then we'll sit together, comment over the whole thing in post, and like share ideas of what this is what we want to done, and all that stuff. So be sure to watch that. It's going to be pretty interesting. This is like the first kind of more competitive Hearthstone thing that we participate in. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think of our decks. If you have suggestions to improve them, we can't do that anymore, but let us know it anyway. So
maybe for next time.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for watching, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.